Welcome to a recording of the Home Circle, the inner circle of spirit radiance. Our spirit communicator Jim provides, at times, information he learns through talking to enlightened beings in the spirit world. We have called them spiritual messages. In this session, Jim talks about the power of thought and how this affects both our vibration and progression in inner growth.
G'day!
Hi, how you going, Jim?
I bet you don't know who this is.
Yes, I do.
Ah, gee. You're pretty cluey, aren't you, girl?
No.
Yeah, that's pretty bright music you got there tonight. They're all doing a jig here.
I was going to say, it is good music, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that one makes them jump around the joint, and yeah, there's a mob here tonight.
Oh,
It's
really?
getting bigger all the time, you know. I need a footy ground soon.
I see.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, it creates a lot of interest on our side, as I've said previously.
Yeah.
It always does. I mean, you know, it's a big event, you know, getting through to the earth plane.
It is, and we love it.
You know, I mean, people seem to forget that it cuts both ways, Lovey.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, like we're keen to get through to you just as much as you're keen to get through to us. And there's a two-way thing, you know.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, eh?
It is, that's right.
Yeah, so anyway, how you been?
Yeah.
Not too good.
Oh, just a bit off.
The old grey mare, she ain't what she used to be.
Oh, no.
Oh, I don't know the rest of the words.
Yes.
They used to sing that in my day.
Yeah,
It's a pretty popular song.
I used to sing it to my nana.
Did ya?
Yeah, because
She might be here, you never know.
Oh,
I'll look her up.
Oh,
What was her name?
Myrtle.
Myrtle. I was like, yeah, okay. Well, look, I'll have a look in the register here. Let's have a look. Yeah, we got 3,429,002
Okay.
Myrtles on our level.
Do you need
Which one would you like?
Myrtle Finlayson?
Finlayson?
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look at the register. Oh, no, this narrows it down. We've only got 1,328,000.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Might take me a while to get through that lot, but I'll see what I can find out. What'd she look like?
She had beautiful silver hair.
Okay, let's narrow that down. Let's have a look. Silver hair. Yeah, all getting closer. Yeah, 725,942. Not far to go now.
No.
Those are what people don't realise, you know. I mean, it's some people think it's like a psychic supermarket, you know. You just say, oh, we want so-and-so. We hear this all the time.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You go around the different groups of the world, different circles, and some of them, I'll tell you what, we have a bit of a giggle, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they think they can just sort of say, oh, well, you know, is Auntie so-and-so there?
Yes.
You know, and they just come, you know. But, I mean, honestly, Lovey,
I know.
it's not that simple.
Well, the millions and millions of...
That's why it depends on, you know, people coming to us to some extent. You know, once they know something's going on like this, well, then the different ones will be drawn sort of magnetically. Well, that's not quite the right word, but, you know, they will be drawn towards what's happening, you know.
Yeah, so they're aware from their...
Yeah. Well, see, as I said to you, I think last week I might have mentioned to you, Lovey, that, you know, we get your thoughts.
Yes, you do.
And especially, you know, if you're thinking of someone through the week, well, that tends to draw them back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, very much so. You know, when you can think of them, they're there, you know.
Okay.
Quite often. And it's part of the reason, too, of course, is why you're thinking of them sometimes is because they are there. And that's another thing people don't realise, you know.
No, that's right.
You know, you might be just thinking you're daydreaming or something, thinking about your mum or someone like that.
Yeah.
But that's why you're doing it, because their influence is standing right beside you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it cuts both ways. Here I go. I said that twice tonight, didn't I? I'm starting to get repetitious. I'll have to get one of them Boy Scouts in to stop me doubling up all the time.
No, you're fine, Jim.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, and you're going to say, now, what have you been doing? Well, what have I been doing? I'm saving souls, as usual.
I know.
Yeah, we had a couple of kids come over just recently.
Oh, truly?
Yeah, a couple of little fellas. They got drowned.
Oh, that's a shame.
There's a lot come over with them. It's something to do with the boat.
Oh,
I don't know exactly the details, and they didn't give them to me, but there was two little boys.
Yes, I think I heard of that off the coast.
And anyway, you know, we got them here.
Oh, good.
And they're fine. They'll be okay.
Yeah.
All a bit of a shock.
Do children adapt very easy as
More than the adults, lovey.
Yeah, I thought they
Yeah, they adapt sometimes a lot more quickly, you know, because
Yeah.
they've got a simple sort of outlook on life, you know.
Right, yeah.
And, of course, they're not preconditioned, but, you know, if they're young, I mean, they tend to accept things as they happen.
Yeah.
You know, whereas an adult, you know, they question everything, and if they've got preconceived beliefs and ideas, wow.
Yeah.
You know, that's the first thing boils up inside them, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
They start questioning, you see. But a lot of young children, well, you know, when they come over here, well, you know, they don't sort of question. They
Right.
might ask the odd little question like, where's my mummy or where's
Yeah.
my daddy? But, you know,
But they're not upset, Jim.
oh, they get sometimes a little bit upset, but we distract them.
Okay.
Oh, we know how to distract them, don't you worry. We got dirty big ice creams and everything over here, big
wow.
block of chocolate. You know, it's all mental stuff,
Yeah.
but, you know, that's where the level they're on then.
Sure, no.
We can conjure up all sorts of interesting things to take their minds off what's happened.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people don't realise that, you know, but that's all part of the healing process, lovey.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You know, but no, they accept their situation sometimes a lot more easily than the adults, I can tell you that, because,
Right.
you know, we got thousands of spirit people here who are still struggling, you know, like
Yeah.
to have an acceptance of the great changes come over them.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's sort of a slow process. And, you know, as I've said to you before, it's the ones that have got very strong, rigid belief systems that, you know, find it the hardest.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not doing yourself any favours, you know, if you're in the body and you start believing in some sort of belief system. Well,
Sure.
especially if you're very rigid with it, you know.
Yes. Yeah.
We won't go into that too much, but, you
No.
know, the types I mean, and it blocks them up, you see, just closes their mind.
Sure.
Because the moment your mind's closed, you're not growing.
No, I understand.
No light.
That's right. Do the children realise that their sort of life's been cut short? Do they sort of, you know?
Oh, yeah, we get around to that. We get around to it eventually, you know.
Yeah.
We counteract that with saying they got a whole new adventure in front of them, lovey.
Okay.
Which they have, of course.
Oh, absolutely.
But no, they adapt quickly, and, you know, most of them are pretty good. You know, we don't have too many problems with the kids that come over,
Oh, that'd be nice.
because we use, you know, that great and wonderful art of distraction for a while.
Yeah.
And, you know, with the others, we say, all right, well, you know, we're going to play a great game and so on, and we've got all these different things we can do.
Yeah.
But, no, they're wonderful little souls, and as they get on a little bit more and they become more accepting of what's happened to them, well, some are more aware than others, of course.
Yeah.
But, you know, then, of course, they have to decide whether they're going to sort of grow up in a sense, or, you know, progress is a better word,
Sure.
to a more mature spirit level.
Yes. Yeah.
And, of course, you know, some say, no, I don't want to do that. I want to stay here and play, or I want to stay here and do this or that. And
Yeah.
we don't pressure them, you know.
No. But wouldn't it be wonderful for their parents to know that, you know, they're fine, they're being...
Well, of course, that's what mediumship's all about to a great extent, you know, and of course physical phenomena is the greatest manifestation of mediumship in a sense, because it's more direct and,
Yeah.
you know, it's something that can be sort of perceived in a very strong way.
Yeah.
But even mental mediumship, as it's known, you know, like clairvoyance and clairaudience and all those sort of audience things, you know, like that, they can bring good, you know, evidence for, you know, life after life, as we say. We don't like the word death,
No, I know.
because you don't die.
No,
You only think you do.
you come alive.
Wow, you're more alive than you ever were when you come over here, lovey.
That's right.
You know, I mean, you're just as alive now as you will be in the spirit world, but of course you don't have the distractions of the physical body.
No.
Of course, as you get older, it can be pretty distracting, you know, the aches and the pains and so on. Your body starts to wear out a bit, but that can be a big distraction.
Oh, it is, absolutely.
But your mind could transcend that, you know. I mean, on our side of life, we learn to use our minds in a very powerful and positive way.
Right.
And we can produce things, you know, like with our minds that, you know, you probably could do too, I've been told.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
But, of course, you know, you don't believe it, do you? You know?
Well, I guess personally I don't believe I could, but I believe it can happen.
Well, you see, most people have got no idea of the potential that lies within them, lovey.
Really? Gee.
Yeah, my word. you know, and if you've got that brain power working well, there's a lot man can do. And, you know, it isn't just in the spirit realm, you know, it's in the earth world too. And some people have a lot of power that way, but, you know, it's pretty uncommon, let's face it. Because, you know, life itself tends to take over and colour everything, and you have your worries. And I mean, that sort of westernised society in particular, well, you know, it's not very orientated towards spiritual realisation, let's face it.
That's right, yeah. And it's focusing as well, isn't it?
Hmm?
And it's focusing as well.
Oh, yeah, focus is everything. It's the mind, concentration and focus.
Yeah.
And, you know, once you learn to do that a little bit, well, you know, you can achieve certain things.
Right.
Some people have done it.
Yeah.
But it's a bit uncommon, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, the actual lifestyle that Westerners live in, and I must admit I've been guilty of that too when I was in the body. I mean, because you don't know anything else.
No, that's right.
That's how you live, and you just follow everybody else like a lot of old sheep.
Yeah.
Going down a trap.
That's right, Jim. Would meditation help?
Meditation's very good. It quietens the mind.
Right.
It helps you focus.
Right.
There's all different types of it, of course. You know, we know all about that giggling Gertie fella. That Mushy Washy, or whatever his name was, Mushy Washy Giggling Gertie.
Yeah.
I mean, he had one sort of form, you know.
Yeah.
And then there's others who go very deep into themselves. And, you know, there are some people, when they meditate that too deeply, they get depressed.
Well, I heard that. That's why I asked the question.
Well, they can. It doesn't suit everybody, because sometimes they go too far into themselves and they lose a little bit of connection with, you know, their earthly self, and they get depressed.
Yeah.
And that sounds like rather strange, but the majority of people who meditate, you know, if they learn to do it properly, it's a lot harder than you think.
Oh, look, I tried it,
you know, because you've got to have the quiet mind, you see.
Exactly.
And you have all these thoughts coming in. You might let your mind be very centred for 5 minutes or so. Then you start thinking about, I've got the bills to pay next week, and I've got to get tyres for the car, and
that's right.
All this stuff starts coming in, you know.
Yeah, it is difficult.
And you know, you got to say, get out of there. Get out. We're not doing that. We're doing something else. And you can train your mind.
Yeah, but I imagine it would take a while.
Well, you know, it takes a while in Western life, but you see some native people, you know, there's sort of second nature to them to be a little bit more in tune.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, with nature itself, and that's the first step, I suppose. You know, feeling that you yourself are part of a greater whole.
Sure.
And even that's hard for some people to grasp, and that in itself is perhaps the first step in realisation of yourself being a spiritual being with a body, because, you know, once you get to the stage where you don't just sort of know it, but you actually perceive it in yourself that you're part of a greater whole, that you're part of everything around you, and in that way you see the mind is immersed in that.
Okay.
And I'm giving you a little bit of a clue here as to how, you know, some people in the past, great masters and so on, and avatars as they call them, you know, different ones have got certain powers over the physical world.
Right.
Absolutely. It's because they've realised within themselves their affinity with that, you see.
Yes.
And I'm no guru, I mean, you know, but people come to me and talk to me about stuff.
Yeah, look, Jim, you picked up so much.
Oh, yeah, well, you learn a lot, you know, if you're interested.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people don't want to learn, but I've always been that way.
Yeah.
I was always a sticky nose.
Well, it does good.
I got to go, lovey, for a while. And they're telling me, you know, I got to go because they're taking energy from the medium while I'm talking, and they just want to see what they can get up to tonight. The kids are coming in now.
Oh, thanks, Jim.
And the spiritual beings are coming through. They're going to open the portal soon.
Great, thank you.
So we'll just, I'll come back later on and see you, lovey.
Okay, bye, Jim.